Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to curl your hair 3 different ways. One with a wand, one with just your standard curling iron, and then one with a straightener. So stay tuned. This video was requested to me by my sister, so I hope it's helpful to her and to you. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the wand. This is a 1-inch wand. So we're looking super cute with our hair clipped up, just like a casual mohawk. It's fine. Okay, so I'm going to brush my hair just to make it smooth. You always want to brush your hair before you curl it. So actually I think I'll do this side with the wand, this side with the curling iron, and then the top with the straightener. And I think that will be easiest to show you all the different ways. I have about this much hair, and I'm going to take my wand and I'm gonna curl all the pieces that are around my face away from my face. So I'm gonna put my wand behind my hair and wrap it away from my face. And my hair is flat on my wand, and I'm leaving out the tail. And I'm pretty close to my scalp because I want my curl to start pretty close to my head. So I have that there. I may have held it too long while I was talking, but I'll kind of let it cool down close to my head, and that's going to help our curl have staying power. And this is what we ended up with, which is what we want. And now when I do my hair with the wand, I alternate curls because I like it to look a little bit more messy. The style is totally up to you. If you do all the way from your face, it's just going to look a little bit more uniform, which is also really pretty. I'm going to do this one towards my face. So instead of putting my wand behind my hair, I'm going to put it in front of my hair and curl towards my face. Again, laying my hair as flat on my wand as I can and leaving out the tail. This is just going to give us a little bit more of a messier look. You can include the tail if you're going for something cleaner. I'm gonna hold it to my head. It's a little hot. And then I'm gonna just let it down just like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and curl the rest of this side, and we'll check back in a moment. They feel mostly cooled down, so I'm just gonna take my fingers. Also, depending on what style you're going for, you could also use a wide tooth comb, but I'm just gonna take my fingers and kind of mess them up and separate those curls. So as you can see, they're really bouncy and soft. I really like how the ends are straighter, which just gives me the style that I like. Next, I'll do this side of my hair, and I'm going to do it with a 1-inch curling iron. So this is my curling iron. It is just a 1-inch Hot Tools, nothing fancy, but it definitely gets the job done. It has, oh, I forgot it's squeaky, so I apologize for that. We'll go ahead and take about, my pieces towards my front of my face are always a little bit smaller, so I'll start out with a little bit of a smaller piece. I'm going to open up my clamp, put in my hair at the top of the strand. Can you see that? So my hair is in the middle, but my curling iron is really close to my head, which is what we want. Okay, so I'm gonna let down my clamp and twist away from my face. So I'm twisting my curling iron away from my face. So I'm gonna keep twisting it away from my face and adding more hair in. And then I'm twisting the curling iron back towards the scalp of my head. I'm gonna leave out a little baby tail and then just pull my curling iron out. and we end up with this nice, pretty ringlet. You can already see how these curls differ. So I'm grabbing about I'm grabbing about a 1-inch section of hair. I'm gonna do the same thing, just away from my face. So I have my clamp open. I'm gonna stick my hair in it. I'm gonna make sure my curling iron is close to my scalp, clamp it down, and turn my curling iron away from my face. And sometimes I hold on to the tail just to make sure it is where I want it. So I'm gonna slide my curling iron a little bit down so I can add more hair, twist it away from my face again, add a little bit more hair, twist it away from my face again, add a little bit more hair, twist it away from my face again. My hair's getting long, which I'm excited about. I'm gonna leave out a little bit of the tail. So notice the curling iron is really close to my scalp almost the entire time. And then to take it out, I'm not unclamping, I'm just pulling it down so my curl comes out. If you notice that your curling iron is, it's like getting hard to put more hair on it, you've probably picked up too big of a piece, you've probably picked up a piece of hair that was too big, so you just want to grab smaller sections if that does happen. Also, since you have your iron so close to your face, you want to make sure you don't burn your face. I don't know if there's ever been a wedding that I've done where I have not burned myself. I've never burned someone else. Thank you, Jesus. But it would not be a wedding day if I did not burn myself. I also, if your hair doesn't hold a curl well, I also would apply that same technique as we did on this side with holding it to our scalp. I just typically don't when I use the curling iron because I like a little bit more of a looser look. But if you have any stubborn hairs, that's always a good trick. Even if you hold it for just 10 seconds, I promise it makes a huge difference in the longevity of your curls. Okay, so my camera died, but anyways, I added a little bit more hair to this section with the curling iron just so you could tell a little bit more because these were kind of uneven, so it wasn't really like a fair comparison. But as you can see, the wand curls are a bit tighter still. These curling iron ones are a little bit more loose, but I think they're both really pretty. These are all curled the same way, which I think I already said. I hope I got that on video. But when you curl your hair the same way, it's just a little bit more uniform, and over here it's a little bit more textured. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our last section with the flat iron. So I'm gonna kind of move these guys out of the way so you can see. I'm gonna take down my top section. I think this is the curling method that people probably have the most trouble with because it's not as clear how to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so I have my flat iron. This one is T3 and it is probably 1 inch. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, so I'm gonna start with about a 1 inch section, not very much hair. You really wanna make sure your hair is smooth for curling with your flat iron. So I have my flat iron and my hand placement is very important. So I have my hand in the front and I have a pretty high grip on my flat iron. Hopefully you can see that. I'm holding my hair pretty taut and I'm going to clamp it towards the top and flip it away from my face. And then depending on how tight you want your curl, you're just gonna bring it down. I usually go slow and then fast on the ends. And it gives you a really beautiful curl, as you can see. I really love this style of curl. You can also alternate with these, I think I will. Maybe. Actually, I don't think I will. I'm gonna go all the same way, but again, it's totally up to you. Just make sure you do the ones closest to your face, away from your face. So I'm going slow down and then fast on the bottoms. And that is how they turned out. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. So once again, I have my piece of hair. I've got my high grip on my, I'm gonna put my hair in between the flat iron and clamp it and twist away from my face. I kind of hold the tail and then I twist it a little bit more and then fast on the edges. Again, we really want to keep high to our scalp because we want our curl to start towards the scalp. So twisting back, gonna twist down and fast on the ends. And again, how tight you want your curl is totally up to you. You can go as fast as you want and that will get you a looser curl. And if you go really slow, that'll give you a tighter curl. So again, I'm clamping and pulling away from my face, going slow and fast on the ends. And if you notice, I kind of continue to twist my curling iron as I'm pulling down. And that just gives me like a little bit more of a boost. Okay. So again, yes, I'm gonna take my flat iron, take my hair away from my face, and then I'm gonna kind of pull, and then real fast on those edges. Okay, so again, you want to make sure you let your curls cool down before you come through them. Mine are pretty cool, so I'm going to go ahead and run my fingers through them. These are the flat iron ones. Okay, and as you can see, these are a lot more textured and a little bit looser. And they just give your hair a really pretty flow. So hopefully you can see the difference in all those types of curls. I could have used a little bit more flat ironing curls on this side, but so let's see what they all look like together. Looking good, Jack. So I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.